Thank you for joining me. This is Mimi, Miss Monica to you. Welcome to my kitchen. I am making stovetop sweet potatoes. Stovetop sweet potatoes. And what I did was I washed in vinegar these sweet potatoes. I peeled them and put a little vinegar and water in them. Washed them good, cut them up, and they are ready to go. I left them in the vinegar water solution to keep them from oxidizing. But yeah, this Thanksgiving season is upon us next week, and what better way to you know get the cooking started? So I'm going to do these sweet potatoes on the stove top, and I'm going to freeze them and go ahead and put them in the freezer for Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Miss Bugs. I got this old phone and I can't read. Thank you for joining us. Dion says whatever. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I've got this heating up and it should have been well heated, but it's going to take a bit. So while that is going, I want to ask you to thumbs up the live, like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. And subscribe to my content creator friends. You know, Dion says whatever. She's one of the mods. Shout out to my mods. Thank you so much, you guys. Yes, I got a lovely message from a subscriber, a new subscriber, and I'm getting new to this YouTube thing and I can't find the message, but as soon as I find it, I will respond. When you sent it this morning, I read it this morning and I said when I wake up fully and read it fully, I'm going to answer properly. And then where I went in the notifications, I couldn't find it. But I will study the site again and answer you back. I thank you so much for joining us, new subscribers. Yeah. So we've got this cooking. I don't know. I may have to get another one of these skillet things, hot pots, because it seems like they're not exactly. Let me see. If I move this that way, perhaps put it on this burner because this burner seems a lot hotter for some reason. Yeah, let's try it on that side. Yeah, so Thanksgiving's coming, and we need to, get some recipes under our belts. Usually I cook everything the day of. How many of you cook the day of, or the day before, the night before? Yeah, I start a couple days in advance on the sides if I can help it. But this Thanksgiving, it's more about what we have. Being thankful for what we have, and so this will be a very nice Thanksgiving. This is not hot at all. You see my hand here? Not hot. It's almost like I don't even have it on. But I should have usually I let this go, let this heat up long before, I'm gonna go ahead and put the butter in and see what it do. Yep. I also shout out to Charlie the Cook Andrews. This recipe is inspired by Charlie the Cook Andrews. I watch him on YouTube every year. Every year, been watching him faithfully, and I'm gonna actually send him this this video. If you ever want to learn how to cook anything at all, go to Charlie the Cook Andrews because he is amazing. And he even messaged me back, asking me to, let him know how it comes out. So this one's for you, Charlie. Thank you for answering my question because I did want to know if this could be frozen, and it can. And I have a wonderful pan. I don't know if that pan will be bigger. It probably be too big. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Went to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and these used to be $1. Now they're $1.50. Can you imagine? $1.50. I don't know, guys. Yep. This is now melting. Thank goodness. I'll set that back there for now. And I have this cranking. Yeah, it might be time to get another one. Or maybe I switch back and go over to the stove. The gas oven. Thank you for joining me. I'm making stovetop sweet potatoes. Stovetop sweet potatoes. I gotta take these glasses off. Thank you. Hey there. It's awful. My glasses are not clean, so I can't read them. And there we go. Okay. Don't judge me. I just don't like to waste butter. Okay. So we got that done. I got my trusty bowl, garbage bowl. We're going to melt a little butter. This is the syrup. Well, I don't know how you would call it. This would be the sauce to put on the. And I never make it this way, but we're going to do it today. Now, this is his recipe calls for corn syrup. I don't have corn syrup, so I'm using syrup. Just table syrup, which is what I use over here. Good old table syrup. Okay, so we got butter. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to use the rest of this. We're going to need it. Okay? Put that away. Let that get warm. I'm going to get 2 cups of water. Now we just got that butter and the syrup, and we're going to add 2 cups of water for now. And then we're going to take these potatoes out. Now we washed the potatoes in vinegar water, and then we peeled them. Okay, and then we added some vinegar to the water to keep them fresh. And then you can cut them up to your desired thickness, I made these thicker than I usually do. But then again, I bake mine. But this is a recipe I'm trying just to see, Okay, and the water should come right above the largest of the water. Okay, the water should come up just above this potatoes. I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm going to put some brown sugar. Which I should have put in with the syrup, but it's okay. All right. Now it's like a quarter cup, maybe a half a cup. Okay. Give it a stir. And I have to cut this. I want to escape being cut. Okay. Look at that. All right. So we have some butter. We put some a little. What I wanted was cane syrup or something of that nature. I put what I had, and that's regular syrup, pancake syrup. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna add in some vanilla extract. Okay. A little ginger. I have pumpkin pie spice. I don't have cinnamon, so use what you have. You know what I'm saying? Use what you have. Have some ground nutmeg. This nutmeg's seen better days, but we're gonna make it do what it do. And I have some allspice here. Okay. Now a watch pot never boils. Well, we know that. Yeah. We're gonna let these boil. About 45 minutes to an hour. You see that? All right. I don't think that's the right lid, but that's okay. You get what I'm doing, where I'm going with this. Bring it to a boil, and when they get fork tender, they're done. The water should reduce to a nice syrup, a simple syrup, or as you will, a nice syrup glaze, and that should be enough. Now I'm gonna taste this because, it's sweet enough. Yeah, it's sweet enough. Yeah. Clean as you go. Let me see about this. I have to do something about the fonts on this phone because I truly can't read a thing. No, I've never tried pumpkin. I have tried butternut squash. These here. I have tried that in a pie. I'm probably going to share that with you soon because they're very good in pies. My grandmother used to make pies with the butternut squash. Okay, so we got everything washed down, laid down. Dishes. I want to thank you for joining me and subscribe to my channel. 80% of you are not subscribed. Yeah. So subscribe to my channel, This is awesome. Let me see what we could do here. Happy holidays. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you too. I love the smell of nutmeg. I really do. I think I'm gonna put a little more butter in this. I think I am. And while that's going, I'm gonna stick a little more butter in there. And what I'm going to do is I was going to make salmon paste. So I think that's what we'll do. In the next video. In the next video. We'll definitely do that in the next video. I was going to start another cooking because I have ADHD. I cook. I'll start something and then it's going and then I'll cook something else. So Thanksgiving sort of works for me, cooking the day before. Put a 1 in the chat if you cook the day before, or put a 2 in the chat if you cook the day of. Because some people like the pressure. You know, some people like the pressure. Mm-hmm. I definitely enjoy cooking, period. Cooking is my love language. I enjoy cooking. It relaxes me. Sometimes I just cook and I don't I'm not used to cooking and talking. That's the thing. It's difficult for me. There is no way I can read that font on this phone. I'm gonna have to do something about it. It's fine for like reading if you're sitting there with the phone in your face, but it doesn't work. So I thank you for joining me. I'm making stovetop sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, and you know, sometimes you're cooking a lot of things at one time, and what better way to free up the oven space is to cook something in advance and on the stove top. So I'm gonna cook these sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna put them in the roasting pan. And then I'm not going to put them in the oven, of course. I'm going to instead let them cool and put them in the freezer for Thanksgiving. And that will be one less thing done, you know? One less dish to cook. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. I'm leaving Miss Monica to you. And we're cooking sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. Yeah, but I'm still looking. Let's see. Yes, we need 4 more likes. I agree. Yeah, you have to pace yourself. Yeah. Because I get stressed too. What you making, Dion? Put it in the chat. Are you doing traditional turkey? Some people don't like turkey. You know, some people don't like turkey. Some people like, ham, or this is doing good. It's doing good. Just, you know what? I gotta find a better lid for that. I don't know. Yeah, this is better than. I want it to be. No. Nope. That's it. Yep. So like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. Let me turn on some more lights. One light go out on me already. And I'm kind of bummed because it was working. Right now it's not. Maybe. There. That's what we got to do. It wasn't screwed in. There we go. That's much better. Much better. All right. Put this back on there. Yeah, so we're going through looking at the news and looking at the status of Jamaica. Prayers to Jamaica. The western part of the island is devastated. And if you can, I have in my post on my community board some content creators that have roots to my area here in New York, the Hudson Valley, that are, part of this community here, also part of the Jamaican community here in the Hudson Valley. And they're reputable people, good people, and they're also content creators. Marlon Chung and Christmas List, and also let me make sure I have the proper. I want to give proper due because we have had just an outpouring of help, and it's been so wonderful to see that people are reaching out and helping. Okay, so we have Christmas List, and we also have Marlon Chung. These are on my community posts, so you'll be able to link up. And Cola Smith. He actually is Cola Smith TV. He actually has boots on the ground, and I have a link on my community post for Cola Smith TV. He also has a link for donations to where the money goes directly to him, and he will show you an accurate description of everything he buys. You can actually go shopping with him. Amen. You can see your money in action, and he goes straight to the stores. He buys the rice, he buys the water, he buys the bread, the juices for the kids. He does an amazing job. His subscribers are just angels, and watching him go just gives you hope. So I want to shout out to everybody and encourage you to go check out Cola Smith TV, and he's making packages and delivering them with his own truck. So I want you to, if you have any time, say a prayer. If you have any free time, check out Cola Smith TV. Again, he's in my community post. And he has a link there where you can give monetary donation to help with the people of Jamaica. This is coming along nice. We're making sweet taters, and they're coming nice. They smell good. I'm very pleased. Let's see. I'm going to have to pop this up. Yes, thank you so much. And share, and please check out Dion Says Whatever. Oh, you're making chitlins, beef ribs, ham, potato salad, cornbread, greens, and smoked turkey. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. That's what I'm talking about. Get that. That's gonna be some good food. And beef ribs. Oh my gosh, I love me some beef ribs. You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That sounds wonderful. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. Yeah. I appreciate you. And become a member. Become a member. I have subscription. Yeah. Only one level. Nothing fancy. Yeah. What else I got going on? Mm-hmm. Got the subscription memberships. Yeah. Definitely link up with those subscribe or those content creators. I can't tell you how wonderful it makes me feel to see action, and you don't see any government. I mean, not like I'm saying they're not assisting, but you don't see any government assistance. I don't hear about our people. Lord knows Americans love to lay their big butts up on the sand over there. You think some Americans would lend a hand, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not holding out. But what I see people giving, I see people that really, you would say don't really have it to give. And I'm seeing more of that than I am these big corporations and the big companies like Marriott, you know, all those, big box corporations. Don't see that. I don't see that. You know, what tourism is the bread and butter of the Caribbean. You know, tourism. So if there's no, I mean, what I saw was utter devastation. I just never seen anything like it on Earth. Literally graves washed up, big washed up onto the. It was incredible, incredible. Whole roofs and things washed away out to sea. Just insane. Just the devastation is unfathomable. And and as Americans, I just encourage you, if you have it to give, to please give, and give to your local pantry. We have Americans here hungry too. So I mean, this is we in perilous times. My grandmother used to say we in the end of days, and we need to be kind to each other. Be kind to each other. You never know what someone's going through. You know, had a family member that was on the train, and somebody got on the train and was going through what they was going through, and she was going through what she was going through, and there was a little scuffle. Not a scuffle physically, but a little, it's an abrasion. Come on, man, give each other grace. Everything's stressful. Everything's stressful, and pressure bust pipes. Amen. So give yourselves a little break. Give the next person, if it means you standing behind somebody, you know, while they take their time in the line, give them that. If I have a whole lot of stuff in my cart and the person behind me has 2 or 3 items, come ahead of me. Of course, come ahead of me. Go ahead and do that for someone. God blessed me one year. We had an awful year, And I'm a mom of 6 and a grandma of 6. And I was short $15 at Dollar General. I was short money. And I had it. I had to look through, try to get it on it, I had a little gift card here and I was trying to scratch up the money, you know. And some woman, God bless her, she came up behind me in the Dollar General and she said, that whole bill is on me. Get it, get it. Put your card away. Told me to put my card away. And she paid for my $86 worth of groceries at the Dollar General. Paid it. There was a whole line of people. They was all frustrated because I'm trying to get my little money together to pay up the $15 short, And she paid my whole grocery bill. And I burst into tears. I said, could I at least give you a hug? She said, give me a hug. I said, well, how? I could never pay this back. And she says, you know what? You pass it on. She said, pass it on. One day you might need, you see something, you pass it on. Amen. I never saw that woman again. And I live in the town, but I never seen her again. But the fact that she would step out, an angel. That's all you could say. She was an angel to me. There's no words to explain the kindness. Pass it on. Just pass it on. Be kind to each other. Look out for each other. Like I said, if it means you're in the line with someone and they only have a few items and you have a cart full, let them pass you. If you see someone in distress, they need help, help them. Help them. Help them. Don't it's just not cool to be unkind. It's not cool to be unkind. It's not cool. And everything that the world is today, we need a little kindness. So if you can smile at someone, what does it hurt to smile? That right there, I've seen it work on people. When you just, sometimes I have to remind myself, smile, Monica, smile. Because I walk around with a sourpuss on my face. I look angry, but I'm not. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just not, angry bitch face. I don't know what you call it, but that's me. Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. This is me, Miss Monica, to you, and I'm making sweet potatoes, and they are not boiling because I'm standing up over it, but they look like they're doing something. So let me show you here. See there? They're doing something. They smell amazing, I have to say. They do smell amazing. Yeah. So I'm also going to put in my on my community board again all the links to the different content creators that are working for the benefit of Jamaica and the people of Jamaica. Yeah, I'm looking through my phone, scrolling through. I'm trying to find that. I don't know. I'm trying to find that message, but I don't see it. Oh my goodness. So, and he says I'm off camera. I know I was off camera. Am I still? Can you see me? Am I still on camera? Let me see. Oh, who knows? Put a one in the chat if you can see me. Because I know I step out of frame, but it's not about me. It's about the food. It's about the food. Oh, these are nice. They smell wonderful. Yeah. And make sure you scrape around the edge there, to get that goodness down. I am going to try this again. I don't know what I did. You know what I didn't do? I didn't preheat my deal here. That's what I should have done. Trying to cook. I'm going to start cutting some onions. That's what I think I'm going to do. Cutting up some onions for later. Cleaning up some celery that's seen better days. I have to buy some more celery. Let me see. Where did I put my? Oh, I'm gonna do some salmon later. Okay. There. Let me cut. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. That's cooking good. Wow. There we go. That's there. Let me rinse off my vegetables. What I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't like to do something quick and easy? I'm gonna show you how to make fried tomatoes, corn and tomatoes. That's what I'm gonna do. Something quick, a side dish, if you will. Let's do it. Uh-huh. Tomatoes. Oh, that's not neat. Cook that corn. Tomatoes. I thought I took some out already. In the fridge. There we go. Okay. We have some tomatoes that are almost seen better days and some corn that looks abominable. So we're not going to use it. We're not going to use it. We're going to use canned corn. It's better without the canned corn. It's better to use fresh, but we don't have it. So I'm going to show you a quick side dish. Perfect. You rinse the can off. And we already washed the tomatoes. We're gonna do some corn and tomatoes. Fried corn and tomatoes. Cast iron skillet. Cast iron skillet. Yep. All right. This is going nicely. And that. There we go. Pull it back a little bit so you can see what's going on. All right. Fried corn and tomatoes. So these turn into 2 side dishes real quick. I was just thinking, what could I do? You know, you open up a can of sweet corn. You cut up some tomatoes. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, you can you do the stewed tomatoes in a can. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You use what you have. One thing I know how to do is stretch a meal. Make a magic happen. So we're gonna do some fried corn and tomatoes. Okay. So I got the pan here. I have a little bit of bacon grease that I saved. Put that on in there. Okay. Turn it up, crank it up. And we're gonna go ahead and open up our okay. We need a can opener. We're gonna open up the sweet corn. Now it's nice in the summer when you have corn on the cob, but you know, you use canned corn, there's nothing wrong with it. Or frozen, use frozen. Frozen's better than canned if you have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Okay, now you're gonna drain your corn. Wash the water out. Okay, and then we're gonna cut us a little red tomato, red onion, purple onion, as it were. You know what I'll do? Let me turn this way so you can see me cutting up stuff. Okay. And our sweet potatoes are actually doing it. They're doing it. I'm going to cut up a little bit of red onion. All right. Go ahead and we got those sweet potatoes cooking down nice. We got a little pepper. Give that a chop. I like a little spice, but not necessary in this dish unless you want it. I like a little onion, a little pepper, and a sharp knife. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little garlic. Make sure you have your garbage bowl. I love the smell of garlic. It smells so good. Love it. Oh, just a second. I'm live on the YouTube. Oh, she's fine. She just want to stay in the yard though, because they're hunting. Okay, just put it on my bed.
I'll bring it to if you fill up tonight, I'll bring it tomorrow.
All right.
I'll mail it tomorrow.
All right. We're gonna do a little garlic. Let that cook down a bit. Let's see what this is doing. Here you go. Oh shit! Look at this. There we go. Because we got one. There. Now, forgive me, I can't read any of the comments at this point. I'm making 2 side dishes. It's Thanksgiving. So we're going to do stovetop sweet potatoes. And I'm doing a little fried corn and tomatoes over here. Okay. I'm going to do a garlic. Come in with some garlic. Let me turn this so you can see me. There you go. That's a little better, right? I can't see a thing. There you go. Okay. We got the garlic going. We're going to come in with the tomatoes. Like I said, you could use canned tomatoes or regular. I truly can't see. That's why I keep stepping back. Yeah, that looks good. Now we're going to let that cook. Clean as you go. Okay. Get this together. Now these were leftover tomatoes my neighbor had brought back from across the street. And I'm blessed to have 4 good neighbors. So we're gonna let that cook. And this is stuff you can do ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this and you can make this. I'm making this a small pan of it, but obviously you could use several cans of stewed tomatoes or fresh. You let them cook down, fry them as you will. A little garlic, a little pepper. Add some corn and you can stretch this. It's a wonderful, wonderful side dish. I use bacon. You could use smoked a smoked meat of some sort, but you don't have to. You can keep it vegetarian by adding no meat or using vegetable oil instead of bacon fat. Okay, I'm gonna come in with the corn. See? Give it a stir. This is a great side dish. Fried tomatoes, fried corn and tomatoes. A wonderful side dish. Quick and easy, cost effective. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come in with a little pat of butter. Okay. We're gonna do a little salt and pepper. Okay, a little sea salt. Got some parsley. And now you come back with some black pepper. And that's it. Cook it down. Some people put a little sugar. I don't think it's necessary. Let that butter cook down there. Like I said, some people make a meal with this with just some cornbread, and that's it. Let that cook down. And let's check on our potatoes. The sweet potatoes are coming along. I'm gonna let that cook. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. This is Mimi Miss Monica to you, and I'm making fried tomatoes and corn, fried corn and tomatoes, and sweet potatoes on the stove top. It's Thanksgiving, and we're trying to, get ahead of the game, so to say. Okay? And see this corn and the tomatoes down here makes like a nice gravy. It's really good. Really good. And we're doing all right with this. With the sweet potatoes. I want to thank you for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. Yeah. I have a little lemon pepper. Because like Dion says, why not? My hood. Why not? Lemon pepper. Yeah. Take that piece out. That is good. I thought I had some stew. I don't have corn. That's that. Beautiful. Nice side dish. Cost effective. It's real easy. Fried corn and tomatoes. And the more you let it cook down, the better it is. Don't try that at home. Really good. Really, really good. And just let it cook down. You want to cook it until you get some of that liquid out. Cook it down. Yep. There we go. This is looking good. And see, we use fresh tomatoes, but like I said, you could use the stewed tomatoes in a can. I sometimes prefer it that way because the tomatoes are sweeter. And that's done right there. Yeah. Here we go. Turn this off. And show you how nice it looks. Look at that. Look at this now. You see? Fried corn and tomatoes. It's a nice southern dish. Yeah. It's easy, affordable, and we're going to take a bite. Let's take a bite. Very good. Like I said, a wonderful side dish. You know, a wonderful side dish. So that's one. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try our sweet potatoes. They're cooking down very nicely. But they're still hard. So I'm going to let it keep going. Let her cook. Okay. We're making stovetop sweet potatoes, and we just made our corn and tomatoes. You know, and as we go. Let's see what this says here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Just checking the messages, or if you have any questions. These are doing very well. I'm gonna let them get fork tender. But then I'm wondering, should I let them get fork tender? Done, as it were. Because we are going to finish it off in the oven. What do you think? I think I'm gonna let them cook. I think so. That's my ADHD kicking in. Ready to rush it. Yep. So. issue with my that drawer in the fridge. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. This is Mimi, Miss Monica to you. And we're making stovetop sweet potatoes. Yep. Stovetop sweet potatoes. I need a cloth. Gotta clean as you go. And let this cook. I want to thank you for joining me. And I was looking at, like I said, the analytics, and it says 80% of you are not subscribed. So why don't you take this time out and subscribe? Come hang out with me. You know, I'd love to have you. Have good fun here. Yep. This is the first time I'm making stovetop sweet potatoes. Usually I do a whole process. I wash and peel them and then I bake them because that's the way I was taught to do it. Bake them and then take them out and mash them or cut them up and then candy them. So this is a different way. And it's definitely saves time as far as working as my situation is I would have cut them up smaller so that they cook faster. That's what I would have done different. The only thing I should have done different was cut them smaller so that they cook faster. Because at this point, let's see what we got here. Let me see what we got here. All right, it's fork tender. They're fork tender. Yeah, they're done. They're fork tender. Look at this. I didn't think so, but they are. Look at that. You see that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I'm going to let it cook down because we got a lot of water in this. They leached out water, and I put 2 cups of water in there. And, yeah. So what we'll do now is now I have this pan here. I'm gonna let them bubble, and I want some of that water to boil down. Now I'm hoping that no one in the family sees these while they're cooling off. That's another reason why I don't cook in advance, like so far in advance, is because my family would be home and they'd eat it all before I get a chance to put it in the freezer or do anything to it. It'd never make it. I'm gonna take these and pour them on. Oh, they look great. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add just a teaspoon of cornstarch. Why? Only because it's not they're not. Ooh. Ooh. splash this hot sauce on you. You know you've been burned. Okay. So what you're going to do is make a little slurry. I didn't do that because this is going to go in the freezer. After it cools off, it's going to go in the freezer, and I'm going to reheat it in the oven. You see? You're going to leave it like that for now and let it cool off. And once it's cool, I will take it and put it in the freezer, see? And that way I'll have something done. At least this will be done. It saves time in your day. I'm gonna taste one. Let's see. This is hot like fire. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's hot. They're good. They still have a little. Well, if I cook them anymore, that would have been mush. So, very sweet. They taste like sweet potatoes. They don't taste like sweet potato pie, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make them and it tastes like sweet potato pie. It's so sweet. Ooh, it's hot. But very good. Very, very good. Wow. Hot like fire. Hot. But very good. Well, so this is stovetop sweet potatoes and fried corn and tomatoes. All right. Those are 2 side dishes for Thanksgiving. So we got that covered. I think I'm going to do at least one more tomorrow, just to let you know how we do it. And I was also thinking about making a live stream on Thanksgiving Day, guys. You can see me cook from start to finish. I'll be waking up about 5 a.m. like I always am. Wake up at 5 a.m. and cook straight through. If you'd like to, if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And in the meantime, I'm just going to keep on cooking. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I want to tell you to thumbs up my live. It's a great way to support your girl. You know, be kind to one another. Be good to one another. And yeah, I'm so thankful you joined me. You know, you could be anywhere, but you choose to be with me. And that's cool. So I want to thank you all. And come again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. This is Mimi Miss Monica to you. And we go.